So welcome to the Canton Fair. We are here live in Guangzhou, China at the Canton Fair. And this video, we want to really focus on what happens here at the fair, live at the fair. As you know, we do live events twice a year here at the fair. It's a great opportunity to find new products and to meet with suppliers directly and build relationships. So there are three important things to consider when you are here in China or working with your suppliers. One is building relationships. Two is to stay very focused. So you want to make sure that you're focused in your category looking for products. And three, you want to make sure that you're asking the right questions with the supplier. So what we're going to do today in this video is we're going to take you live into the fair, into a booth. We're going to show you how to negotiate. We're going to show you how to build relationships. We're going to show you how not to get distracted so you can stay focused. And we're going to show you what questions. We're going to talk about what questions that you should be asking your supplier so that you're very effective in your communications. Let's look around, let's look for some products, let's go into some booths and we'll show you how we do it.
So here we have, it shows that the Canton Fair has been going on since 1957, and I've been coming here since 1986. 1986 I've been coming to the show. So here's the registration area. As you can see right now it's not very busy because it's midday. A lot of people are coming first thing in the morning. And this is the area where you're going to come to fill out your basic form with your invitation that Private Label University arranges. Ni hao. And this is where you'll fill out your form with your business card, and you'll be able to get your entrance ticket. So what they do is you fill out all the information here, and you're going to go inside where it says, you'll see Overseas Buyer Registration Area, and that's where you'll go through security as well. They'll ask you a few questions. You'll have a snapshot taken of yourself, which we prepare our Private Label University students to come with, and then it takes a few minutes, and they prepare your badge, as you can see that Karen already has on, and you have to keep that. You cannot lose that badge. Through every security checkpoint, you need to show this badge or you are not allowed in the show.
And the great thing is, this badge is good for every single time you come to the fair, so you don't have to do the registration. You do it once and keep your badge because you can use it every single time you come.
Exactly. So this is the area here. It's a simple procedure which we prep you for all of our students prior to coming to the show. And we're going to go inside. We're going to head upstairs and over to some other buildings. So here we have showing the registration. Of course, you have to get a picture taken. So you have to have a passport picture either with you. We always, again, in our prep at the Private Label University, we have people bring at least 2 pictures already. So you come here, and of course we're at the buyer's registration, which, again, the great thing is directly across from the Langham Hotel where we hold our live events. And you can see they make it clear there's quite a bit that's explained in English for foreigners, and then talking about all the zones and the do's and don'ts of what you can do at the show. There are regulations here. A lot of places won't allow photographs, so you can't just walk into a booth and start taking photographs. You have to ask permission.
So when you're registering, we always recommend, and you are prepped obviously before you come, because we do a thorough walkthrough so that you are ready when you come here. But it's really important to make sure that you have your photo ID. If you forgot for some reason, as Neil had mentioned, right over here you can get your pictures taken. There's also places to get business cards, because it's really important to have your business cards. Everyone's going to ask you when you go inside for your business card. And again, something we prep you with. But it's also really important to make sure that you always have your passport with you. You're going to need your passport to register and get your badge. You're also going to need your passport with you just to make sure that you are here legally. So you always make sure you have your passport.
And there's also, they can do spot checks. So as we've seen, going through certain parts, if you're on a bus, or you're going through a mall, or you're on the street at night.
And as we mentioned last time, we actually have been checked. We were at a mall, and we had security come over because you stand out, and to make sure that you are here legally, that you have your visa, you have your passport, and that you've been checked into the country. Safety is number one here. The safety here, a question we get asked often is it safe to be walking around China? Absolutely. It is very, very safe here. Security is top notch, and that's one of the reasons why you want to make sure you have your passport, because they will check, or they possibly will pull you over and check to make sure that you are here legally and that there's no riffraff going on. So they want to make sure that the streets are safe. It is very safe here to be traveling around the area.
All the different buildings in Central Core, you can see how vast it is. Everyone advertising, it's pretty impressive. Of course, we just came from Shipping Alley, where all the shipping companies are. And people from around the world. But it's pretty impressive the way it's been built up over the years. Back in the 80s when I was here, it was never as impressive as this. But here's a great view of some of the buildings. You can see how it goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Get lost, you have customer service.
Yeah, on-site customer service. But you can see how extensive it is. Like, isn't that unbelievable? Isn't that amazing? So all of those buildings are all buildings that, and beyond that, there's more buildings. So we're actually going to attempt to see as many of the companies as we can. We're just going to show you a picture of the layout of the complex. You can see how it's pretty expansive. All of these buildings, and we'll go over later some of the details, but here you can see kind of a map where there's sports and casual wear, women and men's clothing, all different types of clothing, office supplies, sports accessories. We're all the way over there, and we're heading everywhere actually, but we have meetings everywhere in there. There's shoes, there's cases, there's bags, there's international pavilion, textiles, raw materials, carpets, tapestries. It really is pretty expensive. Food and drink, household items, medicine and health products. Again, this being the third phase. Yeah, we're at phase 3. We take students to all different phases. Phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And I've actually spent, at times in the past, over a month here with companies, taking them through all the phases, because it does extend into other parts of Guangzhou. But right now, we concentrate just on the fair area. So let's head into the fair, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
你好，你好，你好，早上好，早上好。谢谢你。
So very important when you come to any booth, meeting with companies in China, that you're prepared. And most important is having your business card ready. Your business card is your presentation of who you are in your company. And it's very important when you accept the etiquette of receiving their card and passing your card to them. And then not just putting the card away, but actually looking at the information, seeing that here Miss Vivi is the sales manager, so she has an important position in the company, and then keeping the card down so when you ask questions, you can refer to her directly. So it's very important, the business etiquette that you take and procedure when meeting with companies. And this way you can then start doing business with the company that you're meeting with. Do you sell online like Alibaba or AliExpress?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We have domestic online and also for the overseas market online. Yeah.
So you advertise on Alibaba now?
Yeah.
So when you advertise on Alibaba, is the price that you advertise on Alibaba the same that you give at the show?
No.
Higher or lower?
Online should be higher. Yeah.
So what they do is they advertise a higher online price on the online platforms like Alibaba and AliExpress. Again, it's more of an introduction on Alibaba and AliExpress, but they'll show you a much higher price. Here, that's why it's so important to come to China at the Canton Fair. So important, but we train our students, and that's why we have our live events here, to show you how to implement the import success formula here learning that these companies, you can negotiate better pricing directly here at the show. And the great thing is you'll see products here that they wouldn't show on Alibaba. Here's where they know the serious people are coming to do business. So they want to introduce their best products, their newest products here, whereas they're not going to show that on Alibaba. So the great thing about coming to the Canton Fair in Guangzhou, China, the first thing is you're going to get better pricing, much better pricing than you would see on Alibaba or AliExpress. Two, you're actually going to see newer products that you'll never see on Alibaba and AliExpress. The newest products, even products that they plan to launch maybe in the next 3 or 4 months. You actually get to see these products and be the first, have the opportunity to order those products and build that relationship with the factory. So the great thing is here, Vivi actually speaks very good English. 你说英文很好。
谢谢。
And many of the exhibitors at the Canton Fair don't speak English. But here you have the opportunity to meet with representatives who speak English and negotiate and talk business. So that's a great opportunity coming here at the show.
So what's great is that when you come in to the booth and you're looking at the products that you like, you can actually physically test the products to make sure that this is something that you want, which if you were to do online, say at Alibaba or some of the other online sites, you would have to order in the products, you'd have to wait for them, which takes a while, and then you would have to test them yourself and then go back to the supplier and deal with the communication back and forth. What's great about being at the fair here is you can come into the booth, look and see what you like, and actually test the products.
谢谢你，谢谢你。
See you next time.
再见。As you can see, it's so important coming to Guangzhou to the Canton Fair because, again, you have the opportunity meeting directly with factories, directly with representatives from the company, so you can talk business, ask them detailed questions, and get the information that you would otherwise have to spend weeks, months, maybe a year back and forth on Alibaba and AliExpress. You can get it all done within 2 or 3 days right here with the Private Label University. So for more information on when our next event is, just click below and you'll have all the information you need to join us next time at the Canton Fair in Guangzhou, China. 谢谢你。